Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all had an amazing holiday season. Today we are going to be making a homemade chicken bone broth. I am using a rotisserie chicken from Costco. You can get your rotisserie chicken anywhere, or you can just buy a whole chicken. Now I have a pan of water that I'm going to boil a chicken in, and once I put the chicken in, I realize, oh, I forgot to cut the breasts off, because I like to have that meat for lunches or to stick in a pasta dish or something like that. So then I remove the breasts and I stick the chicken back into the water, and you want to let it start to come to a boil. Here's the pan that the chicken was in, and I like to get all the good stuff that's from the bottom, so I put a little water in there to save it, and I will add that later. So you see that it is boiling, and typically what I do is just let it boil, usually for at least an hour or so. And now you can see that I'm pouring those remnants of the pan into the chicken broth pan. I'm going to show you how to store it as well. As you can see, I have an empty ice cube tray. Now, not everyone has ice cube trays. You can get these at the Dollar Tree, or I can link some down below in my Amazon store. But I'm just using a ladle, and I'm taking that chicken broth. You can see the richness in it, the color, the yellow. That means it's a good broth. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to ladle the broth into the ice cube tray. Here's the tray full. It's ready to go into the freezer. Now, usually I would have multiple trays, but I only have one, so it seems like I need to make a trip to the dollar store or order some on Amazon to fill some more. But these are going to be individual bone broth cubes. So I go ahead and I put them in the freezer, and we just leave those alone until they're completely frozen. Then what I like to do is put the chicken into a strainer, colander, whatever you want to call it, and I put the juice I poured it in and then let the juice go into the bowl. This is another way to store it. You can put juice into a really good Ziploc baggie. You want to make sure they're strong, and you can stick those in the freezer as well. I let these freeze overnight, so here they are, and I have some baggies. I'm going to put individual cubes into the baggies. I put 3 to 4 cubes in each baggie. These are great to have on hand if you want to make something that requires chicken broth. You can use these if you have a cold or aren't feeling well. You can heat one up with a little bit of hot water and have a broth. But these are really, really great to have on hand. Here's the baggie of chicken stock. It's in a funky shape because I put it up to avoid anything leaking out. It also froze overnight. This is great if you're going to make a pot of soup, pot of beans, anything like that. So I like to freeze it both ways. These are great ways to store it, in the baggies and in a giant bag. The big giant container is the broth that I did not freeze. As you can see, it's some solidifying up a little bit. I use that to give to my dogs in their dog food because it's good for them, and it helps give their food a little bit of extra flavor. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to know every time I download a video. I do not have set dates on my videos yet, but I will download as I get time to make them. But this was one that I really wanted to share. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.